Check.
Hey guys, this is CSDX, but you can call me Sean, and welcome back to more, but it's on a handheld, where I look at handheld versions of home console... Mario and Luigi? Really? But it's not a handheld version of a home console game. Why am I looking at that? Oh. I guess the series is about handheld games in general now. Would you believe I thought Mario as an RPG wouldn't work? Yeah, this was after Super Mario RPG and Paper Mario released, by the way, but I didn't fully know the SNES existed till 2008, and I genuinely thought Paper Mario was another Mario platformer, but in a paper style. I don't even know if the commercial for it that I saw showed any gameplay. Though I'd eventually eat my own words when I finally gave Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga a shot in 2008. They didn't taste very good. So we know about how Paper Mario was originally going to be Super Mario RPG 2 before Square chose to chase the money fountain that is the PS1, but... okay, you know, this was going to be some info about the development of the game and why it was made, but all I really found was that it was developed by Alpha Dream, who had been the primary dev team for this series till their closure in 2019. That's all I could find on it. I'm not going to check the second page of Google search results. Who does that even? Come to think of it, who's developing Brothership? Acquire? You know, I don't think I've heard of them. Let's see what they made. Alright, looks like we got a pretty decently long list here. I'm kind of surprised I've never heard of these guys before with all these You're joking. Octopath Traveler. The people that are making Brothership are the ones that put Square Enix's HD 2D engine as well as said art style on the map. And they also made a game where you strip enemies to defeat them. I don't care what the explanation is. I am very confused on how to feel about this. Yeah, I should also note that I'm a big fan of the series, and if you saw me live react to the June Nintendo Direct this year, you can easily tell. Mario and Luigi! Mario and Luigi! Yes! Superstar Saga is a turn-based RPG that takes a very interesting approach with the battle mechanics. Everything related to Mario is controlled by A and Luigi by B. It's that way on the overworld as well until you swap positions anyway. It's admittedly something I also was not fond of, as when Partners in Time came out and every character was assigned to one face button and I was all, that's too much to handle. My autism at the time had my mental age be 6, and I'm pretty sure most 6-year-olds knew better than I did about how to play a game like that. The style in mapping each character to one button is very unique and makes for some very engaging gameplay, whether you're on the field or in battle. See, eventually you learn special moves called Bros moves, usually around the time you learn Bros abilities for the field. They can help you get across gaps, reach higher areas, make Mario fall, make Luigi suffocate in the dirt, electrify Mario to move sideways, I guess we can call it, or I don't know what to call it actually, and you can even set Luigi's pants on fire to make him run fast and cause the game to bug out the audio. Some say is still making that noise to this day. As I said, these also result in Bros moves for the battle, requiring you to press the right button at the right time to land a successful hit, which is also the case with normal attacks, but obviously those are less, for lack of a better term, complex. You also get to choose how to do the Bros attack, where either it's slow with button prompts, regular speed with button prompts, or regular speed with no button prompts. The harder method uses less Bro points but has more room for error, so it's a neat sort of risk-reward system that encourages practicing these moves. You can even learn advanced versions of these moves that result in a new way to do the attack, where you press a different button at a different time during the move, which gives more variety and can result in the move changing the number of targets or result in continuous attacks, so long as you time the button presses right depending on the move. What really helps sell the game though is the art style, the animation, the overall writing, and most of all, kind of related to the overall writing, the humor. This series has practically been carried by its humor for its entirety, and it never, not once, failed to deliver. I mean, the game opens with the main villain stealing Peach's voice, and I shit you not, they replaced it with explosives. This is in the first 5 minutes of the game and is already a 10 out of 10. There is such a colorful cast of characters that takes full advantage of the humor, such as Bottles and his very paranoid but loyal assistant, his brother Bubbles whose mannerisms feel like they aged very poorly for some reason, Papa the Thief that talks like a 1920s New York mobster, and most especially, Fawful. His writing is complete and utter nonsense, and yet you can somehow still understand what he's saying. And that takes a lot of skill to be able to write a character like that. He's the assistant to the big bad of the game, Cackletta, who stole Princess Peach's voice to use on a relic in the neighboring Bean Kingdom called the Beanstar in order to use its wish-granting powers to conquer the world. So Mario and Luigi and Bowser go off to stop her, but Bowser kind of gets the worst of it. He gets stuck in a cannon, is launched out, apparently gets amnesia, and is made into Popple's rookie named Rookie for some reason, eventually remembers who he is thanks to the Beanstar somehow, and then is possessed by a defeated Cackletta, turning into a being known as Bowletta that nobody knows what to refer to them as in relation to pronouns, so they use it. You know, I get that this is from 2003, and some people these days prefer it as their pronoun, but I still think this is dumb. Y'all do know you default to using they to describe someone you don't know the gender of, right? Seriously, you find someone's lost old school watch on the ground, you immediately think the person who lost this is clearly a man, and then double down when you find out they're not a man, or are you not a weirdo? Can you look at this bearded man and tell me that's a woman, you psychopath? So something interesting I noticed about this game, and maybe it's because it's the version of the game they put on the Switch, I don't know, but for some reason Mario was leveling up before Luigi, when in all the times I've played this game, they leveled up at the exact same time, save for when they have to split up and battle on their own. I only got even more confused when Luigi started leveling up first at some point, and in both cases, they have the same amount of EXP, the exact same amount when they level up at the same time, not at the same time, sorry, when they're leveling up without separating, it's the same amount of EXP. What the hell is going on? You know, let me check my Wii U copy of the Virtual Console release as well as, my Game Boy Advance that I totally played the actual game on. Oh, okay, so it turns out that this has always been the case. In fact, Mario here needs 7 experience to level up, while Luigi needs 10. Either I'm experiencing some severe Mandela effect, my memory is being ass again, or Mario and Luigi just happened to both level up at the exact same time all the time as I was playing the game. I don't know. I still find it hard to believe. Wait, then why did Luigi start leveling up first later on then? Oh right, speaking of leveling up, you get to choose one stat to get bonus points for it, and I've noticed that the more varied your choices with this, the more likely you can get a bigger bonus as the game goes by, with a maximum of 5. Mind you, it's completely random what bonus you get for whatever stat you chose. If you want to do a different means of stat boosting, you can collect beans in various ways, so you can say this game is so full of beans right now! Oh, don't blame me for that joke, I got it from, not the Game Grumps this time, actually. Yes, definitely not the Game Grumps. Again, you can collect Woo Beans from battles against certain enemies, Chuckle Beans from digging underground, Who Beans primarily through hidden blocks in the game, and He Beans from beating minigames. This also opens up a sort of side quest where with every new coffee you make with the Beanstar Cafe or whatever the hell it's called, Professor Egad shows up to taste test it and rewards you with special equipment that gives you an extra bonus in battle, such as the 2 I primarily used, once I got all 7 anyway, in the Greed Wallet for double the coins per battle, and the final one you get, the Game Boy Horror SP, which lets you get rare items from enemies and bosses without having to use an advanced version of one of the Bros moves, being Swing Bros. These are coupled in with 2 other pieces of equipment, clothing that raises defense and HP, and badges that raise POW, you know attack, and BP, which, if I haven't mentioned it yet, stands for Bros Points. By the way, if you know what you're doing with the stat boosts, bosses end up being a massive piece of cake. I beat Wendy in less than 2 turns because my POW stat was off the charts. Cacletta's Unsettling Spirit was still a hard final boss though. Look, this game is absolutely amazing. The writing, the story, the characters, the gameplay. Honestly, I can't think of a single actual real flaw that this game has. With that said, I leave you with this neat trick to get free coins for God knows how long. See, when you smack Mario into being mini and attempt a high jump, you can jump right into Luigi's sack and earn free coins from it till he has only 1 HP. Luigi should use those coins to invest in a cup.
Fawful, did you see that?
Yes. Mustache.
Fawful,
Yes.
fire at will.
Did I mention the expressiveness of these sprites is top tier and genuine perfection?